This video is advice from a philosopher, John Locke. Number one, which enlightenment thinker did I choose? I chose John Locke because he did with healthcare and I kind of like the medical field, so why not? Part two of my answer for number two, which contemporary issue have I chosen? I did the healthcare and study of disabilities, usually regarding children, sometimes adults as well, as he was more into the medical field and he went around and did medical studies. He went around trying to cure diseases and he wrote it all in a big journal of each of his findings for and he named each disease that he went over and the symptoms and the outcome of the medicine he gave. How would I summarize his key ideas? He basically wants to expand the knowledge for Medicare revolving around kids and certain disabilities, and he wants to better the intelligence that there is. Just ignore the background real quick. Yeah, but yeah, the back. That's it. So yeah, the Medicare so he's going around, and when he goes around, he notices that people are using they have a lack of medical knowledge of certain things that they should be doing, like washing their hands and whatnot. And then he's also looking at the kids and how they're growing up, and he's kind of basing a kid's upbringing to being a lunatic. Yeah, being a lunatic or not being a lunatic, all to the parents' upcoming and how the parents should be treating the children. Also has a big part in their healthcare. That with diseases. Over here, number 4. How did his ideas influence the founding fathers in shaping the country? Provide examples, of course. Alright, so he mainly dealt around human rights. He did a couple debates while he was traveling around. And those debates got really big and they started helping out children right laws when creating the Constitution. You know, with food, how they should live, children's labor. Those things were all affected. So yeah, that cruelty. This is all from I got all of this from the National Library of Medicine, which did a cover on him, and they had his actual papers. They had pictures of his actual note papers from his journal that he wrote down and that he wrote in. But yeah, so his studies and his debates were to help, they ended up help influence, they weren't the deciding factor, but they were a factor in the Constitution around medical and children labor laws. What is the historical background of your chosen issue? He basically saw, the chosen background is bunch of diseases going around. We weren't really getting many cures. Many people weren't paying too much attention to it. He was seeing that the children weren't getting education well. Even the adults didn't have great education. Basic health things like washing their hands, they weren't understanding that. They weren't getting that, and he realized that more education needed to be put into the medical side of the field. How do we use the chosen philosopher's idea to resolve your chosen issues? By 2 examples. We began following his journal. We see I believe chickenpox was one of them. We saw chickenpox. We saw the symptoms. We started creating cures for the symptoms, and then that led us to commit creating actual cures. His debates, we took his debates and we used what he said in his debates, and we used that to manifest some of our laws. So, and that slowly, we took small things from what he's done, and we just kept advancing on top of it, making it more, allowing us to fix some of the issues that he wasn't even able to fix back then, bringing us to a better society that we have today. This is Jones. these are some of the sites, but this was when I was originally doing Voltan. Yeah, this is when I was doing the other guy. Yeah, that was, I mean, I did, like, there's some of it here that I took from it, but my main source, like, not just for Voltaire, for the other guy too, because they had, like, both of them, but the main person, the main site that I really used, because it had the best information by far, because it had, like, his date, and it was .gov, natural liberty of medicine, and then there's, like, a search section, and then you just type in his name, and it, like, gives you his life and everything he did from there. But yeah, that's it.